Hello, hello. I'm Angel, and this is Angel Starlight Tarot, where we talk about all things energy, astrology, numerology, tarot, and beyond, so that we can connect our own dots through our own perception within our own stories, personally and interpersonally. I do hope that you'll hang around and grow with me here in this space as I settle in with you all. If you are here, thank you so much for your support and the sharing of your time. It does mean so very much. Please hit that like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell so you get my future notifications. And feel free to comment below, whatever your heart desires. I'd love to interact with you here. Wednesday, August 10th, 2022. Let's talk about it. When we look at Wednesday, they say that it's ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication. And we are also still within the 8-8 Lion's Gate portal. It's in the process of closing now, but we are very much so still marinating in the energy. If you have predominant Leo placements, I'd like to know how this portal has been serving you. I'm pretty sure I'm noticing certain placements having a tougher time than others, and I'd like to know how it's sitting with you. Let's talk about that too. Feel free to comment below. Back to Mercury right quick. Mercury is all about business, cleverness, communication, creativity, crossroads, fear, improvement, insight, intelligence, introspection, knowledge, money problems, skills, travel, and wisdom. It's where we pull together the Mercury and the Wednesday. When we add up and break down the numbers in our today, August 10th, 2022. Ooh. Did I say 9th? If I said 9th first, I'm so sorry. It's clearly the 10th. August 10th, 2022. It breaks down to the number 6. The number 6 represents perfection, completion. Represents Venus, our planet of love. It's trustful, dependable. The embodiment of heart, unconditional love. Support, nurturing, and healing. A powerful force of compassion, service to others. We could all use some number 6 energy. Supportive, protective, more romantic than any other number. Fluent in all the love languages. The number 6 is only happy when its other half is happy. 6 energy on a low vibe can be passive, self-sacrificing, and idealistic. Let's guard against that, as always. It's really a time to intentionally veer off and away from low vibing energies, whether within ourselves or outside of ourselves. It's time to pull back away from that so that the positive energies have room to come towards us. A life path 6 represents lovers, nurturers, protectors, blessed with a huge heart, but they must realize the importance of self-love and acknowledge that their own needs are just as important as others. Number 6 in the tarot is the Lover's card, the Gemini card. Energy, the energy of choice. Our Lover's card can be very much so looked at as a choice card in the Mythic Tarot deck specifically, as much as it represents love and coming together and, in a sense, a union. It also represents a choice that needs to be made. Virgo is the 6th zodiac, And just like the 6 is service and earth oriented. No, my bad. Back right up. Oops. Virgo is the 6th zodiac. And just like the 6 is service oriented. It's also earth energy. We also bring in Taurus and Libra. Taurus, that grounded earth energy again, and some air element with Libra. They're also in association, both being ruled by Venus, both symbols of desire and devotion. 2022 is a 6th year, and all about accepting and assuming responsibility as we creep into the full moon. We're in the waxing gibbous phase of our moon right now, and it's still sitting in some Capricorn energy. And we're going to be moving that into Aquarius energy throughout the day, heading into our full moon in Aquarius. Do not seek approval from the outside world, but you may want to connect with friends. And I believe that's just very true for a lot of the collective right now, where it's very much so time to pull back, but yet also embrace the people around us carefully, cautiously. Cautiously is what I was just told. Thank you so much. There's a lot of strong energy out in our cosmos. Grab a hold of the number 6 today and run with it. Leave the negative where it stands. Let's read the Lover's card as well. And I didn't know we were going to do this. I wasn't actually planning on it. I was trying to pull that away from the daily a little bit, but they're saying no. They want the Lover's card read. Hang on one second, guys. I need to find it. Oh, boom. There she is. The 3rd card. The 3rd card I've seen. The Lovers. In a sense, a contest being had. Within the story, the contest, there's a rigging of sorts happening, but there is a choice made. The lovers coming together. Let's go ahead and read that story. Now let's see if we can do this. That's kind of alright, eh? And that wants to be seen. The world. Cycle complete. A choice has been made. Congratulations, whoever that message is for. Forgot it's not the 6th one in this deck. I should say it's not the 6th lineup. Oh, okay, yeah it is. I was just looking at the wrong page. Alright. Well, let's get our shit together. The Lovers. The card of the Lovers portrays a handsome, fresh-faced blonde youth, dressed in simple shepherd's garb, and holding a crook in his right hand. In his left hand, he holds a golden apple. 3 women parade themselves before him. For this is a beauty contest, and the golden apple will be awarded to the winner. The woman on the left is regal and mature, with vivid auburn hair and blue eyes, robed in imperial purple and wearing a golden diadem. She offers the young man the globe of the world. The woman in the center is young, seductive, and black-haired. Her rose-colored robe reveals more than it conceals. She offers a golden cup. The woman on the right is cool and chaste, dressed in a full battle armor. Her pale hair is half hidden by a warrior's helmet. She offers a sword, because behind the four figures stretches an undulating landscape of lush green hills. Bear with me, please. Man, y'all are just coming through these reads. Darren Dragon, shout out. Shout out. So let's just pause right quick, because it happened the other day with BB as well. So you guys should absolutely go and see BB's channel as well as Darren Dragon's channel. Be the change, be your own best friend. And Darren Dragon. I believe it's Darren Dragon. Yes, it very much so is. Go visit there. There might be messages in their reads for you, because they keep coming through. Sorry, we'll continue. The goddess Hera, spouse and mouthpiece of Zeus, offers the globe of the world, which presents the worldly authority and ethical perspective of Zeus, the emperor. Athene offers a sword, which we will meet later in the suit of swords, and which symbolizes the cutting power of the mind and the keen vision and decisiveness. Let's make that clear. And decisiveness, which belong to the mental realm. The goddess Aphrodite offers the cup of love, which we will meet later in the suit of cups, and which is a symbol of relationship. Here we meet the Trojan prince Paris, who was commanded by Zeus to judge a beauty contest between three goddesses, Hera, Aphrodite, and Athene. When Paris was born, an oracle declared that one day he would be the downfall of his father's kingdom. His father, King Priam of Troy, sentenced him to death by exposure on a hillside, but he was rescued by a kind shepherd. Paris grew to manhood, tending sheep, filling his spare hours with romantic conquests, for he was a very handsome and charming young man. When a quarrel broke out on Mount Olympus between Hera, queen of gods, Aphrodite, queen of sensual love, and Athene, goddess of justice, as to who was the loveliest, Zeus decided that Paris, with his rich and varied experience of women, would be the best judge of the contest. Hermes was sent to inform the young man of his dubious honor accorded to him by the king of the gods. Paris understandably first refused the request, knowing full well that whichever goddess he chose, the other two would never forgive him. But Hermes threatened him with Zeus's heir. Paris then kindly offered to divide the apple in three. For how could he choose between three such radiant goddesses? But Hermes would not accept that excuse either. The goddesses then paraded before the young man. Hera offered him rulership of the world if he chose her. Athene offered to make him the mightiest and most just of warriors. Aphrodite simply opened her robes and offered him the cup of love, and promised him the most beautiful mortal woman in the world as his bride. The result was a foregone conclusion. Paris, being young and therefore not yet clear about his inner values, chose Aphrodite without hesitation. His reward was the famous Helene, queen of Sparta, and inconveniently someone else's wife. Hera and Athene smiled and promised that they would not hold his choice against him, and then walked off arm in arm, plotting the downfall of Troy. Thus started the conflagration of the Trojan War, which began with the anger of Helen's cuckolded husband and ended with the city being burned to the ground and all its royal house destroyed. And so the oracle proved true. On an inner level, the judgment of Paris, as it is known in myth, is an image of the first of life's great challenges to the developing individual. The problem of choice in love. This dilemma is not only about trying to decide between two women or two men. It also reflects our values, because our choices mirror back to us the kind of person we wish to become. Paris, because of his youth and the driving force of his sexual needs, cannot truly choose from a mature perspective. His choice is made by his desires, rather than by himself. He is the problem of free will versus the compulsions of the instincts. The consequences of choices in love are enormous, for they affect all levels of life. The compulsive choice of Paris ultimately results in the great conflict of the Trojan War. It is not that he has made the wrong choice, for he is not yet centered enough to balance the erotic attractions of Aphrodite against the result of stealing someone else's wife. Nor does he know himself well enough yet to ascertain whether worldly power or a warrior's leadership might be equally important to him. The contest is forced upon him, just as life forces such challenges upon all of us before we feel ready. And in a sense, his mistake is necessary and inevitable. Desire for another person forces the development of individual values and self-knowledge through the messes and conflicts which arise from one's choice. Such a situation cannot be avoided, because it is archetypal. Why did I did that last time too? Paris is an image of that side of us, which, governed by the uncontained need for satisfaction of desire, cannot yet see that all choices have consequences for which we are ultimately responsible. Without passing through the initiation by fire, we cannot understand how we create our own futures, but instead blame the results of the fate, chance, or someone else's fault, rather than our own lack of reflection. On a divinatory level, the card of the Lovers, when it appears in a spread, augurs the necessity of a choice of some kind, usually in love. The Fool, having learned about his own duality, must now put his values to the test. Sometimes this means a love triangle, but it can also mean the problem of too hasty a marriage, or a choice between love and a career, or some creative activity. This card implies the necessity of looking carefully at the implications of one's choices, rather than being driven blindly, thereby inaugurating, like Paris, a great conflagration. The Lovers. The choice. If you're still here with me, thank you so much. Pretty please like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment below. I'd love to interact with you here. I hope you received something out of this daily. Peace, calm, still be with you. Love and light.